Welcome to the cave. Dallas Mavericks and the Houston Rockets. In my initial prediction last night, I thought the Dallas Mavericks would have enough juice to maybe tie up the series, but it looks like they ran out of gas. I'm looking at the box score right now. Alfred Aminu, he has to get paid this summer. This guy is the type of player that every coach dreams for. He's a good player. He's not scared of the moment. He's playing in the NBA playoffs. 3 for 8 shooting, 14 points, 9 rebounds. This guy is a double machine happening. You know what I mean? He got some good minutes, 36 minutes. He's a long guy. He's going to get you rebounds. Alfred Aminu is like the offensive version of D. Green from the Golden State Warriors. I mean, this guy is all over the boards, getting rebounds. He's shooting three-point shots. He's just an all-around good player, and I expect him to get paid this summer. Dirk Nowitzki, we all know he's getting up there. He's not, he's going to take a lot of shots, 22 points, 14 rebounds last night. He put up a nice line. And I think he's, I think he has 2 or 3 years left. But let's be real, he's going to have to get some pieces around him that are much younger and much more talented than he is if he wants the Mavericks to move on to the next rounds next year. Tyson Chandler, word on the street is he's a free agent. He wants to go back to Dallas, but word on the street is LaMarcus and what's this guy's name? DeAndre Jordan might join the Dallas Mavericks. But once again, those are rumors. Who knows what could happen this summer. Monte Ellis put up a nice line, 25 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Monte Ellis played a hell of a series, but he didn't have any help. Chandler Parsons on the bench. JJ Barea, I think he played the last 3-4 games he played pretty good, but it's not going to be enough for the Mavericks to move on to the next round. So Monte Ellis, Nowitzki, you're going to need more than that. You know what I mean? You got D. Harris, you got Villanueva, you got Villanueva. He's a big body, but he's just a spot on 3-point shooter. He's going to stand there and wait for his 3-point shot. He's not going to make his own shot. Otherwise, the Maverick season is done. The Rondo situation, whatever. All right, the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets came through tonight. Last night, Terrence Jones came through, 15 points, 5 rebounds. Dwight Howard, 18 points, a monster, 19 rebounds. Jay Harden, of course, is going to come through, 28 points, 8 assists. Let's be real. You know what I mean? And even Josh Smith, 20 points, 8 rebounds. The Rockets played a hell of a game, and they're going to move on to the next team. I'm going to talk about the Clippers and the Spurs. Now, the matchup I would rather see here, I would rather see the Rockets and the Clippers. And it was such a sad loss last night for the Clippers. But if Blake Griffin... not Blake Griffin. If DeAndre Jordan, man, just let that roll in the basket, this could have been I'm not saying who would have won or not, but that could have been a different game. Let's get right to it. San Antonio Spurs obviously coming in with the heat. Oh man, River Walk. You know what? I'm not even gonna call Tim Duncan an old man because he's only 39 years old. He's not paying. I hate when the analysts say that. Oh, he's an old man. Blah blah blah. No, he's not an old man. He's a wise man. He understands the game. He understands the young guys are gonna make mistakes and they're gonna travel. They're gonna shoot ridiculous shots that they don't need to shoot. And Tim Duncan, he's just like a masterful, mindful manipulator of the game. But he doesn't show. He's just a quiet guy who comes to work and he shows up. Tim Duncan came through last night. He's no old man, man. He's a smart man who understands the game. And if you watch him on the court playing defense, playing offense, he just reads things before they happen. He's always 10, 20 steps ahead of the opposing player. And Tim Duncan came through last night, 21 points, 11 monster rebounds. Kawhi Leonard, another quiet assassin, silent assassin fucking crew right here. Kawhi Leonard, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 for 16 shooting. But hey, Tony Parker, he did all right. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Boris Diaw with 10 points and a ridiculous shot in the fourth quarter. I'm sure you guys saw that. Patty Mills coming through the backup. I think Patty Mills should start. Tony Parker come off the bench. Manu Ginobili, 14 points. He came through last night, 3 for 8 shooting, but that's all you need. You're going to need Ginobili. You're going to need Ginobili, Diaw, and Patty Mills scoring at least 10 to 15 points if they want to move on in these playoffs. Marco Bellinelli hitting a couple 3-point shots in the fourth quarter as well. The Los Angeles Clippers, Matt Barnes, I don't know what he's doing. 2 for 5 shooting in 28 minutes. he has 5 shots put up. I'm not going to say, Blake Griffin, he's coming through every single night. 30 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals. Are you shitting me? Blake Griffin, I got no words for you. You're going to come through every night. And you almost won the game last night if DeAndre Jordan just waited one more second, DeAndre, man. You could have just waited one more second. And this series would have been up 3-2, possibly, likely. You know what I mean? And DeAndre Jordan, though, 21 points, 14 rebounds. He's playing good, and he was really beating himself over the head over that offensive interference, man. Just this much. It's crazy, you know what I mean? They were talking about last night how football is a game in inches, but last night it looked like a game of millimeters. The way that ball just was rolling around the cylinder, and he tapped it with his finger, man. It's just one of those games. But I think the Clippers should bounce back. They will bounce back. And this is probably the funnest series of the playoffs so far in round 1. JJ Redick, he came through last night, 41 minutes, 13 points, 6 personal fouls. Chris Paul, 19 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds. They're playing at the Spurs level right now, but the Clippers, they have no clue that they can beat the Spurs. You know what I mean? They're playing to the Spurs level. It's like you got money, baby. You're money. The Clippers are money, and they don't even know it. You know what I mean? They can blow out the Spurs just like they did in Game 1. The Clippers are money, and they don't even know it. I'm telling you right now, they can blow out the Spurs every game, but they're playing at the Spurs level. Get your head together, Chris Paul. You got this, baby. I mean, you played an okay game last night, but I think you could beat the Spurs, blow them out. Let's go. Jay Crawford, 28 minutes, 4 for 15 shooting. I don't care if it's 4 for 15. As long as it's 15, he's taking shots. That's all I care about. Austin Rivers came through last night. He was sleeping on the defensive end, the last play of the night against guarding Kawhi Leonard, but still good. Glenn Davis came through last night. You're not really going to see a line from him in the scoring sheet, but he's going to come through. He's going to throw his body at defenders, at offensive players. He's just going to come through and body his way down there and, create a mess down there for the opposing team. So Glenn Baby Davis, good game last night. Otherwise, man, I see the series. I see the Clippers tying it up. And I see this. My heart, listen, I'm going to tell you again. My brain is telling me the Spurs are going to win the series. But my heart wants the Clippers to win. I still have the Spurs in 6. You know what I mean? But anything could happen. It's the NBA. These teams have been going back and forth the last couple of days. For tonight, the Brooklyn Nets in Atlanta, I think the Nets will move up 3-2 in this series. I think the hibernating beast has woke up finally from his cave, and he came out to show out last night, and I think he got that groove on. It's this NBA players, they play off rhythms, you know what I mean? And once you come off that rhythm, once you're in that rhythm, you're in that wavelength, you come out and you ball. And I think D will ball tonight. He inspired his team, he inspired himself, and he's going to come out and ball tonight, baby. Brooklyn, 3-2. If they win tonight, they win the series. Portland, Memphis. Portland Blazers, Memphis Grizzlies. I see Memphis taking it. They're playing in Memphis. Damian Lillard, LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm not gonna blame I'm not gonna blame anything on them. They're playing good basketball. Aaron Aflalo, no show. I don't know what's going on with him. If C.J. McCollum and Myers Leonard could play good basketball tonight, I see the Portland Trailblazers winning tonight. But Memphis, they're playing at home, and that's a tough place to play at home. So I'm gonna give this to Memphis. Memphis wins tonight. If Portland wins tonight, they're tying it up the next game. Otherwise, those are my predictions for tonight, and I'll see you guys next time on The Cave.